To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him, or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. The greatest happiness is to know the source of unhappiness. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. The soul is healed by being with children. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The darker the night, the brighter the stars, the deeper the grief, the closer is God. Man is a mystery. If you spend your entire life trying to puzzle it out, then do not say that you have wasted your time. I occupy myself with this mystery because I want to be a man. The second half of a man's life is made up of nothing but the habits he has acquired during the first half. The formula, 2 + 2 = 5, is not without its attractions. The degree of civilization in a society can be judged by entering its prisons. Deprived of meaningful work, men and women lose their reason for existence. They go stark, raving mad. Beauty will save the world. To live without hope is to cease to live. To predict the behavior of ordinary people in advance, you only have to assume that they will always try to escape a disagreeable situation with the smallest possible expenditure of intelligence. Everyone is really responsible to all men for all men and for everything. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. I may be mistaken, but it seems to me that you can be ordinary and still fight back, that you can be simple and not yield to simplicity. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. To kill for murder is a punishment incomparably worse than the crime itself. Murder by legal sentence is immeasurably more terrible than murder by brigands. It's not the time but the intensity that counts. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. The main thing is never to be frightened of anything. The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he's in prison. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. Only by self-respect will you compel others to respect you. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately, in love with suffering. To love is to suffer, and there can be no love otherwise.